Hello, 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 hello. Hello, my darling. Nobody was live, so I decided to go live. I said I wasn't going to go live till the third, so I guess we could talk about that. I may not even go live. Something else popped up, so I'll give everybody a few minutes. I don't have anything going on, just regular cleaning and moving shit and stuff like that. And I don't feel all that hot still, so I'm definitely not going to be on here long. But I was missing y'all and decided I wanted to come and say hello. Okay. So it's the first, so I don't know what everybody's doing. Y'all might be chilling with your family. And I told you I get impatient and shit. If I don't see something happening, I'll get tired. Shit, I'll bounce like a mug. It was for the moment. So if it's meant for me to be here for a little long, I'll be here. If I don't see shit, it'll be another 30 seconds added to my watch time. And I got plenty of patience. So like I said, we not gonna start that private shit. Well, not private, but you know what I mean. We talked about that. All right, I'm gonna give it about 5 more seconds. Only time I talk to myself is when I'm meditating or some shit. Otherwise, this shit just feels weird as fuck. Oh, I guess I could tinker, and then if anybody comes, cool. If not, I guess I can just tinker. So I'm gonna be on mute till I see somebody. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, darling, my honey bunny? I think you were really one of the first. Girl, I'm so sick of this shit that's going on. It's just like, god damn. How's your day going? You're probably chilling if you took time out to come over here and chill with me. So I gratitude. That's what I said. Oh, definitely, my love. Definitely, definitely. I guess folks just don't understand what what really be happening. I guess, but that's their business. We gonna keep on minding ours. Same to you, darling. Happy New Year. This is my resolution. I have none. It's still this is my thing. It's the same me, just improving. That's what I say every fucking year. This I'm still me, just improving. Shit, I try to do that every damn day. Anywho, I guess see everybody that I'm associated with. That was for Tiffany because when she was up here, that was her thing too. Anywho, so hey Tiff, I still adores you even though we don't see you. I know you still being nosy right along with me. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to all my honey bunnies and those who haven't been coming over anything, those in other sectors. I really enjoy your content and y'all got some shit going on over there in y'all land. Ooh Lord. That's why I just sip my tea and just be nosy. You found a restaurant that had black eyed peas left. Oh, for real? I didn't do anything. It's like, the more things that I learn, the more things I read and the more that I come to an understanding of how I feel and how I grew up and things that made sense to me when I was a kid, but I had no name for it. You know, we just have started in our family just to shy away from the traditions, the commercialized traditions, I should say. To me, I feel like Christmas has become very commercial and all the holidays. I mean, we had one year here where I live where it was so damn cold they canceled Halloween. They said we're gonna just postpone Halloween. It's just too damn cold. I'm like, well, shit. Why don't y'all postpone some of these damn taxes? And that's another thing I don't fucking get. I gotta pay for shit, then I gotta pay for the privilege of buying the shit, and then when I want to get the money, I gotta pay for the privilege to get my money out. And then when y'all wanna, if I don't want to pay y'all, then y'all turn my shit up. But then when y'all gotta pay me, it takes 6 to 8 weeks. Why are we allowing all this goddamn shit to go on? It won't feel right, but it doesn't feel right when shit gets switched up. Yeah, it don't feel right. Nothing. It has been feeling off for me for probably like the last couple years. It just seems like day is night, night is day, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, it don't feel right if you don't have black eyed peas. Oh, okay, I got it. And see, that's, believe me, girl, like I said before, it's not easy to retrain your thinking or your belief system. But some things, I don't know. We was that family. We still are that family. This is just me, my own personal shit, and me and what I'm doing. My husband don't even be dipping into my crazy. So, but there's certain things that we do agree on. But I don't even like black eyed peas to be honest with you. I don't. I don't like brown beans, pinto beans. I don't like none of that. But we always had them, of course. But I just don't like them. I'm more of a white bean. I know some people call them northern beans. We call them white beans. But I don't really care for black eyed peas, and I can't stand. Speaking of like traditional foods, I can't stand chitlins and all that. I don't like any organ meat. That's just ugh, I can't do it. Eh, you got to throw something else at me, honey. And thank you for coming in because I was just gonna be tinkering and then I was gonna bounce out. It's the link is up there too, so feel free. And if you don't, it's no pressure with me. I'll just talk about anything. Just talk. I've been in chats where it was just me and the person doing the talking, and we just sat there and chilled, honey. That's what I said. If we ain't gonna do number five or chill or both. Oh, y'all call them navy beans. My mom calls them navy beans, and then in the stores it'll say northern beans. But my mother, she used to do some weird shit. We still clown her to this day. It was like in the wintertime, it was like, sandwiches, but in the summer she wanna cook all the hot shit, when you got the stove and shit all on. And we was like, Ma, please, can we get some soup in the winter? That's been a running joke. It ain't like, that was our whole childhood. I'm just saying it was a couple of incidents and we was like, what the hell? And her answer was, I got a taste for this. I didn't have a taste for it then. I got a taste for it now. But anyway, but the males and females in our family, and I'm sure like with the like we're not special or anything like that. I'm just saying some of the experiences that y'all probably recognize in y'all families too. Those times when you little and you in the kitchen with your grandmothers and your big mamas and your all that. We don't do that too much anymore. We don't have like big mamas and stuff like that anymore. And everybody talking about the stereotypical shit. I don't know. I think we still have Big Mama, but she just slimmed the fuck down. That's all. It's still the same principles. It's still the same love and hugs and cuddles and advice and wisdom is still there. She just slim now. That's all. And she just don't she's not gonna keep that softness as often as she used to. It's always a lesson in hardship. You just take that and put it with a little love and depend on what happens. That's how people probably will perceive you of how you handle situations. I guess I don't know. Hello, my sandwich. How are you, darling? And see, when I see y'all, I really like as I'm typing and stuff, and I'm using exclamation points and shit. That's because I'm talking as I'm typing and shit. I'll be like, oh my god, hi honey, how are you? Happy New Year, darling. Thank you so much. Hold on for a second. Okay, gratitude for holding there. I'ma switch rooms. Um, he trying to watch a movie, and I was just sitting there just chilling. So I'll just come in here. I'm so excited to start, doing some redecorating and shit. I'm so excited about that. Someone Oh, Tabitha, politically, Tabitha, I adore her too. I love her commentary. I may disagree with some of her stuff, but oh my goodness, I really enjoy her. Been watching her for quite a while. She was saying she was going furniture shopping, 'cause we ignoring all that other bullshit that's going on in the world. They ain't got shit to do with us, you know. Man, they ain't got shit to do with us. So I'm excited about that, and I'm very blessed to, to be able to say I can do things like that. So that is not a brag. That is just me simply stating that I'm very blessed. I ain't rich monetarily, but darling, I'm surrounded by wealth of love and compassion and empathy and sympathy and understanding. So I am extremely wealthy in that aspect. And I love seeing everybody talking and enjoying each other in the chat and stuff. That makes me happy. I don't care if it's one person here with me. That's one person who cared enough, and I'm gonna give you as much attention as if it was 100 people in here. So yeah, all that subscriber shit. No, these are my honey bunnies, darling. Oh, and I'm gonna be in Texas uh later this year. I want to go see my father, and then our well, I don't want to be saying shit, but we have other family members down there that we can go see. So we're gonna be in Tyler, San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. And where else are we going? Because we're gonna be down there for a while, y'all. That's what you can do when you plan ahead and put your mind to shit. So we're gonna be down there for a while, so it's gonna be really, really fun. Oh, you have never been? Texas is different, girl. Texas is. I swear, when I went down there the first time I had went down there, I don't remember a lot of it because I came back and forth from here to Texas when I was growing up because my father is from there and then my mom is up here. So anyway, so I've been all over, but as an adult, when I went back the first time, I'm like chilling and everything, and my uncle them, they leaving, so I'm getting ready to go. Give me something to have and have me a little drink. I walked in that store and I was like, "Where's your liquor?" And they were like, yeah, this is a dry county." I in my life had never heard of a dry county. I didn't know what a dry county was. So that was that still tickles my little funny bone, honey, because I was a drinker. Ooh Lord. And I was a Southern Comfort whiskey lady, girl. Yeah. Yeah. And I was a super, super happy drunk until you pissed me off. Oh God, I was horrible. See, that's why I talk about that peace a lot. I talk about that peace a lot. It's just some shit you just don't want to revisit. But again, when you do what you're supposed to do, oh, here comes Stephanie.
You
Hi,
know,
honey.
hey, honey bunny, Operation Honey Bunny.
Hello.
Um,
Go ahead,
you
darling.
know, I had to hit the link when you started talking about how you ran into a dry county. You found yourself in a dry county
Girl!
because we have the most wild alcohol laws that you will ever see in a place that is not like you know that doesn't just ban alcohol outright. Like you will find some of the craziest stuff. Like yeah, because yeah, I mean, some places in the South are still under prohibition. Really,
That
they're
spoke to me.
yeah, yeah. Like you can bring it in most places, but I think there's no laws against actually having it. But trying to find it is a different story. They don't sell it anywhere. And what's really funny is like when you have like like an area that has a lot of dry counties in it, and then like there's one city like that's like not dry. As soon as you hit that county line, there's liquor stores everywhere. It's
It was crazy.
hilarious.
They were like, cause my uncle them they live like within walking distance, and so they said, well, you can just go over the store. And so I was like, no, I'm not driving. So I walked back with the disappointment of a child that dropped his ice cream cone he had been waiting all day.
Oh,
You know, it was like, what the fuck? What the hell is a dry county?
yep,
That was
yep.
crazy as fuck to me.
Yeah, yeah. My mom grew up in a dry county, so like all the high school parties were just the stuff that people had made. Yeah, they had that white lightning.
Yeah, moonshine is another thing. That's yeah. We know about that too. We know about it.
Yep.
We know.
She told me that they would put it like one time. All they had at this party was wax cups, and so they put the white lightning in the wax cups. That white lightning ate through them wax cups.
Honey, some of the liquor we drank in high school would melt the wax off of cups. You
Yeah,
son
that's
never
what.
had that shit. Everclear.
Yep.
That Everclear. Have you heard of that?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I used to drink. Oh, you name something that I haven't drank back when I used to drink.
Girl.
Oof.
Stephanie, my love. Hello, my red love and sunshine. How are you, darling? Go ahead, Stephanie. Yeah,
No,
that
I just
Everclear. That Everclear
yeah,
ain't
that
shit.
Everclear knock you out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, go ahead.
There are times I can't believe I'm still alive after like some of the stuff I drank and drank and drank and drank and drank and
And that's
oh
why I don't
oh
understand why everybody be wanting to film everything. Thank God our shit wasn't on video. Ain't no way in hell we would have been. And even now, the shit I don't videotape. Why the fuck are you videotaping your shit?
right right
So yeah, the '80s was
right.
wild for us. The '80s. I don't know how old you are, but I graduated '85, so those the '80s was my year. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little younger than you, but not much. So yeah, we didn't have all this cell phones. Our parents
right,
didn't know where we were when we were out playing in the woods. We didn't have. Yeah, if we had home phones, so if you weren't at home, you weren't talking to nobody.
exactly.
On the phone.
And to this day, I mean, you remember this when we used to do, the teen lines and stuff like that. When you had the teen line, the party lines, the
Oh
nine
yes.
different numbers that you could
Uh
call and listen
huh.
to shit. Girl,
Yep.
we couldn't have phone calls after a certain time, but we had got slick, and my mother already knows this as adults, so I don't be snitching on shit. We used to, as soon as you would hear the phone ring, it would delay in her room. So as soon as we heard it, we would unplug it real quick, so it would stop ringing.
That's right.
Sister, you remember that? You
Yep.
remember that phone, unplugging the phone, and then our kitchen phone, the cord was so long it could stretch to each of our bedrooms.
That's
So
right. That's right. That's right. You had that phone cord stretched all over the house, and then
yeah,
that's about how I did. It would clothesline my brothers. They would run through there real quick and hit that phone cord, and yeah, that's that with that. If you had that phone snap back at you when somebody hit that phone cord, you about died. That's the thing was that receiver was about 20 pounds, made of
it
that
was.
hard
Don't get hit
plastic.
with it. Don't get hit in the head with it. Be like, you see, I'm on the phone. You get a little
Right.
knock. See, I'm on the phone. The other thing that we used to do, and you might be familiar with this too. You know the runners that you have in your house, and it's got little spikes at the bottom.
Hmm.
I think I may have told this story before, but one I don't know how it started, but it became a thing in our family. When you would turn the mat over, so you would be walking barefoot, and you didn't know that it was turned over, so you would step on it, and so we would say you just became a victim of the mat. And so in our family, that's the victim of the mat. So we still do that shit to this day. And now
Man,
that we're
that's
adults, we can't stand when the kids do it to us.
I never thought I'd be this nostalgic or like, this sentimental about things growing up, because when you're young, you always think like, I want to be old and I would never want to be young again, but it is, I'm glad I have those memories, and I didn't know back then how good I had it. I really didn't. And how like, all these new things you think like, well, our lives have improved so much, but it all has a downside too. It really does.
It does, because of the memory. We all have our good and bad memories. We always talk about that, but then there's also that downside because I remember I was sitting in the American government, and that's when the AIDS epidemic really first
Yeah,
started.
yeah,
And our teacher came in and was like, I have some things we need to discuss. And this is the American government. They were telling us about AIDS and HIV, and
yeah,
it was crazy.
yeah,
So
yeah.
those kind of things. And then I realized they didn't teach us shit in school. They didn't teach
Right.
us shit. I took like different classes. Like I took accounting. They had accounting at our school, and and then consumer math. We had shit like that, but that was considered like you were remedial.
That's right. That's
That,
right.
that
Right.
you know. And then, oh God, I hate it so bad because now that I realize it really is institutionalized. They
Mhm.
don't teach us anything we need, and it's actually programming that they're doing.
Yeah. 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 And yeah, and now even more. They've yeah, all the things that we used to do, like career skills back in high school, they don't do any of that now. None of it. That's all considered like post high school, so they don't have, I mean, when when I got to high school, they had just taken out the auto shop out of the high school. They had
That's what
just done
happened.
that.
It was 85. It was our senior year because we had only a few schools left that were technical schools. And that
Mm-hmm.
closed in 85, and they transferred those students. They had everything. They had driver's ed. They had, if you want to do mechanics, they had careers. They had trades.
Right.
And they stopped that in 85.
Yep. And you may not become a licensed mechanic right out of high school just because you had auto
Mm-mm.
shop, but it helps you understand like what you actually want to do. And I
No,
think like,
I'm sorry, these were actually certifiable courses that you would get into a
dang,
program. Yeah. And we
that's
have high
awesome.
school. Yeah, my nephew, he went to a high school where he's an engineer now. He graduated from college in Florida, top school. And I'm not, again, not bragging, just sharing information.
Yeah.
And in high school, they had engineering programs, things like that. They catered to the math
Yeah.
and science. So,
Right.
you, and this is in a hood school. You consider a hood school. But when you really get your kid in there and you let your kid tell you what they want instead of you telling your kid what you want them to do, if they running around the house all goddamn day running through everything, put their little ass in track.
Yeah.
They don't want to be a
Yeah.
cheerleader. They want to run.
Right.
If they always on the computer, get them into whatever that is. If
Yeah.
they dance, get them in dance. Don't throw that football in his hand if he wants gymnastics
Right.
because
Right.
they're only just a second, y'all. Okay. Um, So and we force what we think this little boy or this little girl should be doing instead of
Right.
letting just watch your child and see what your child is do. Your child's gonna tell you what they like. That's my
Yep.
opinion.
No, and I
And,
think that's true. And
yeah.
I think like, just making these kids take these tests all the time, it makes the subject matters really boring. It puts a lot of stress on the kids. And
Mhm.
instead of like actually like finding out like learning can be fun, it just turns out into learning is just another stress in their lives. And then it
And
ends
here's
up separating them out from like, I don't want to do this, which means why would you want to go to college? You hated high school, why would you go to college? Like what would be there's no there's no incentive. Like if you think you're gonna be miserable, why would you even go?
I just hate it so much. I just hate all the systems that we have in place that when you find out what's really going on, you feel powerless. Like,
Yep,
how can I change these? And so you just concentrate on changes in your family. So as each generation
that's
comes,
right.
they make a better difference. They make a better difference. But we shouldn't have to keep doing this because too many of us are thinking alike that this system is bullshit. We shouldn't be
Hmm.
paying on money that we already have. We shouldn't have
Right,
people that are stepping over when it's
right,
housing everywhere. I'm
yeah,
so fucking sick of it. How many more marches do we have to fucking do?
right. And even if
Okay,
we did one every day, even if we did one every day, is the system so in place that the inertia is just so bad that like it's just we've been beaten by it. I hate to think that, but it feels that way sometimes.
I'm serious, and even in our sector, that's how I feel. It's like if we can control the world, but in our space, in our own home, if we doing the right thing, then that's gonna touch somebody else, and then they gonna start doing it in their home, and then little by little we gonna start going to the store, and you gonna see that. Well, I don't have enough money. That's okay. We're gonna go back to the stores giving you credit when we start shopping at when people start getting encouraged to open up these little shops and shit,
That's
and we start
right. That's
supporting them.
right.
But that's the only
Yeah,
way it's gonna happen because it's not gonna change overnight. It is not. It's too much shit and it's too deep and too many people worship money.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
So if we
true.
just start in our community and we work it that way, look at what we just did in our YouTube space. We was sick of that doxing and bullshit. So what do? We start hanging around with people who wouldn't allow that shit over there.
Right.
And then what happened? They start seeing us doing something different, and now we fucked up. We fucked up for
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, honey. And Stephanie's sister, welcome. Thank you for coming hanging with me. And hello, everybody in the chat. Beautiful YouTube unfolded. Hello, ladies. Thank you so much for coming and hanging with us and chilling.
Hi, Redbone.
Hey everybody, it sounds like I got a delay. Can
No,
y'all
you
hear me
good.
okay?
Yeah, you're good.
I just want to tell everybody Happy New Year's and just an update on Mr. Biggs. Y'all hearing it from the horse mouth. He's not doing too good. Um, he has transitioned into hospice, but he's hanging in there. And just keep praying for us. And like I said, everybody have a blessed New Year's.
Oh, well, we will keep praying for y'all, Redbone. I'm sorry to hear.
Nope, I appreciate you guys.
Okay, and sister, we had already talked about, the talking stuff. He's asleep now.
Yep.
Okay, okay, he's still sleeping. All right, you got kids with you?
Yep, yep. Like I said,
Okay.
we're doing good. We got our spirits are good, and for the most part, he's doing good. But hey, when it's
All
God's
right.
timing, it's God's timing. But
Yeah,
just want
his
to give
will is
everybody an
perfect.
update because a lot of y'all know I do care about, and I know that y'all genuinely care and got us in
Yeah.
prayer. So I just appreciate everybody.
All
Oh,
right, love and hugs. You already know. You already know. And get the kids some. Tell them I said hello, darlings, and everything. And we'll talk
All
later.
right, well, I'm gonna get back down here, so I can just
Yeah.
enjoy my New Year's.
Okay, honey. I'll
yes.
talk to you later.
Yes. All right. We'll be praying for you, Redbone.
All right,
Love ya.
y'all. Thank you. Like I said,
Love
bye.
ya. All right. I didn't know she was gonna share that with y'all. So, another reason I went live to.
That's all right. I think eh, I spend more time with y'all than I do. I mean, my family lives in Arkansas, and so I spend more time with y'all than I do with my parents in person, and I talk to y'all more than I talk to them on the phone. And so I think it's really unfortunate when we're in our sector and we spend so much time together, and that's just not something that we can deny. We do. And we are a dysfunctional YouTube family. And so when people come out here saying, like, you ain't got no friends on YouTube. Why are you sharing your stuff with all these folks? Don't tell them that. Don't say that. Like, well, you know, that if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But don't make people feel bad for sharing things. One, and then don't use it against them later. If people weren't part of the problem, then we wouldn't have to tell people not to share things on YouTube. So I don't. I think it's. Yeah, I don't feel like that's something we should try to shy people away from necessarily. So it just I think people have fucked it up. Like you were just saying, like people have fucked it up for the rest of us.
Mhm. And that's why I was saying I was going to Texas later this year.
Yeah.
Because y'all know we lost our sister last
Oh
October,
yeah.
and Ronnie got assaulted and he got sick. He went in hospital. Our sister passed on the 2nd of October. He went in 2 days later, and we've been
Oh.
dealing his off and on and getting so good that we were really optimistic, and so we've been dealing with both of this. So we haven't. And then when we lost our nene, it was like all of it. And I had lost my brother, so I haven't had time to grieve. But
Oh.
I'm grieving. But
I'm so
I
sorry.
can't grieve. So I come here to spend time with y'all and hang out with my honey bunnies and just chill and
Yeah.
talk. So we're not gonna let that go because we know that we all have lost people. We all have.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna turn this around a little bit. We're gonna take a moment just for all of us who have lost someone. And I'm gonna put a 30-second timer on just so we can just kind of just regroup.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So, give me a memory. When do you want to tell when you graduated from high school, so we kind of get an air about it?
99.
Oh, honey, bless your
I know, but I think like the more I know, I'm not as old as I think I am. I think sometimes, but I think my parents also are like, well, you were born old. I was one of those that like I never, I always wanted to be with the people that were 10 or 15 years older than me. Um, so it's just kind of what it's like. I remember I remember the 80s, I remember the 90s, and then I'm running into these kids that I'm defending and they're charged as adults, and they were born when I was in college. And so I'm just like, I'm feeling the age, it's like, I definitely, I guess you're like, what, 14 years older than me? And so I would definitely like, I think we have more in common than the people who are 15 or years younger than me at this point, because it was just a whole different world. We grew
absolutely.
up in a very similar world. Yeah, I didn't have the internet till I was in high school.
Mhm.
These kids who grew up with it and grew up post September 11th, they grew up and like their whole lives we've been at war. Like those kids were in a completely different world.
And that's crazy. Like when we say things that stick out, when you said 9/11, I remember I was upstairs. This was our old place. I was upstairs, and my husband ran upstairs. He's like, "You gotta come down here and see what's going on." And I came downstairs, and I was just standing there, and I remember watching it. And then finding out the conspiracy theories, I just look at this world, and it's just like Professor Farnsworth. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like every day, I see something on the news and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I know you're coming back when you're supposed to come back. You're kidding me today. Kidding me
I'm
today.
serious. I don't care what you believe in, that is your business, but I know it's something higher than all of us. And whatever you believe is higher than you, we, like, all of us collectively are saying, hey, we done. We don't want to do this no more. Y'all don't have our permission anymore. We see what you're
Right,
doing. And I be talking to the FBI like I lost my damn mind. I be like, I know y'all listening. So if y'all hear what we saying, if y'all start doing some shit about this, cause y'all hear everything else, but y'all wait for me to say some fucked up shit, so you can come knocking on my door, knock on my door to tell me you ain't gonna keep charging me all these goddamn taxes.
right,
I'll be talking to Alexa. Look, if this is AI generation we get into, Alexa, me and you, we good. I appreciate you.
right. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we realize how much like we are in a position to be surveilled so much, like
Mm-hmm.
so much, and I think like you're right, like the amount of information that's getting collected all of us off all of us every day is insane because of the digital world. It's like, I mean, it's wild. I think like right now, I was hearing somebody talk about this. Like right now, it's getting harder and harder to buy a new refrigerator that does not have a Wi-Fi connection.
What
Like,
kills me is, like, Stephanie, just think about it. I remember back in the day, it's just like, okay, when I'm getting my first apartment and stuff, and I'm thinking, God, $300 a month, God damn, $400 a month, God damn. And I'm thinking, all this, I was like, shit, $600 a month, that's a fucking house, a three-bedroom house, $600 a month. And then the rent, did you hear what I
mm,
said? I said mortgage. I said rent
mm-hmm,
that I'm paying, that we're paying. I should be living in at least a five-bedroom house. You understand
it's
what I'm saying?
I lived and this was only 20 years ago in 2004 when I was in my middle year between college and law school. I was living in San Antonio and I had a roommate. We shared a house. It was a cute little house. I mean, it was about 100 years old and needed repairs and everything, but it was cute. I loved that house. We paid $500 total, so $250 a month for that whole
Mhm.
house.
Thank
And
you.
now $500 a month, you can't rent a backyard shed for $500 a month around here now.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I'm
I
sorry.
overtalk. I told you I have a tendency to overtalk, and I'm working on that. So go ahead, honey.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, like, I think it's wild that in our country, like in most urban areas, we have a surplus of housing. Like we have empty houses laying everywhere, And we also have a surplus of people who don't have homes or not like good enough, homes. And like, what's going on in this country where like we have empty houses and also have people that don't have anywhere to live? Like,
I'm
what's
I'm
going
sick
on
of
here?
programs. I'm sick of programs. Why do I have to prove to you I don't have a house? I walk
Hmm.
in here.
Right, right,
I mean, it's just like common sense shit. I don't understand it, and I'm so sick of thieves. I'm so sick of liars. And but I understand criminality. But I mean,
yeah,
in my head, it's just like if you want to do the shit you want to do, there's a place to do it. Don't come over here fucking with us. And if you see somebody fucking with some, say something so they know if you come over in this area, we talking. We talk to each other. So if you don't look like you supposed to be here, we gonna just keep looking. We ain't gonna discriminate. We just want to see what the fuck you doing.
right,
Because
right,
we know even us just moving here, it's just like, I'm starting to see who get in what car. I see you have a lot of company. I see that your light ain't been on in a while. I'm gonna go check and make sure you okay.
right,
I haven't seen you in a little bit. You gonna
right,
see me. We speak to each other. So if you knew you may be lost, I'm not gonna assume you over here to steal anything. I'm gonna assume you may be lost. I'm not gonna shoot you in my driveway because you're
right,
turning around.
right, right. Yeah, 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 that I always joke that I live in a very sort of like because I live in Austin, right? So
Mhm.
it's like one of those sort of nice, well intentioned, but still like clueless types of cities. And I see people, like there's there's that disingenuous like can I help you, that goes on around a lot here a lot, like do you really want to help me or are you just trying to figure out what I'm doing,
That
but I think like and so there's those houses. I always say like like because a ton of my neighbors, my white neighbors, have those signs out front that say like in this house Black Lives Matter, and I just want to like run up and put a sign next to it that says but we're still going to call the police on you if we see you in our neighborhood,
yeah,
because
that ain't shit.
that's how
Don't
they
do that.
are.
Don't do.
Yeah,
Girl, I know it. Look, I don't give a fuck what color you are, but I've been watching you. I see you, and I'm just not gonna say shit. And all that cookout, come on to the cookout, and all that kind of bullshit. If you're a good person, you will be around me.
right.
If you, so that's just it. So this little snow bunny right here, honey, right here, honey, you a honey bunny,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, the snow honey bunnies. I like that. The snow honey bunny.
And I've seen litters of rabbits. I've seen litters, and they came in black, white. Some of them was mixed. So ain't nothing wrong with my bunny. Ain't
Well,
nothing
thank
wrong
you.
with my bunny. They got everything in common. They're very, very sweet, and I love my honey bunny.
Well, we love you too, and I think yeah, we I think I think more people in this sector like each other than we like to admit sometimes. And so I think yeah, there are people out there who like to give people hard times just for being nice. And I think it's I think it's a way of basically, I think this is basically what's going on. They don't like people who are nice because they are they want to be nice themselves, but they're scared. I think a lot of people they want that human connection, but they're scared of it. So it just comes across as they get that human connection by being mean to everybody.
Well, that. Oh, girl, you know what? Shit like that don't make sense to me. It, you
No,
know, I don't even waste time trying to figure shit out like that. That's why I found it like I told y'all before. First it was hurtful, then it became comical. Now I'm just pissed.
but
I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, and then when you know who you are, and then this is this simple shit. Look at the shit you do, and look how people react to you. Then look at the
hmm
shit another person does, and then look how people react to them. And then you come to your own conclusion of what you think about the person. So what you say about me does not make it true. But when that person sees me and see how I interact with them, then they can come to their own conclusion, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay
yeah,
with that. That's why you
yeah,
leave. That's your business over there. Shit.
Right.
God
Yeah.
damn, people don't listen.
Well,
Beautiful.
yeah, I think at least I think we might be coming into the era of the sector where the stories, the narratives, as we like to say, that are getting told about people are getting just to the point of ridiculousness that it's not believable anymore. Like you just started going live, Teresa, like just recently, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And
Again,
you don't really like make a lot of your own videos and stuff. I mean, as far as I can see. So
no,
how does it make sense to say that you've been trying really hard to make money on YouTube for a long time and you just haven't made it? Like that just doesn't make sense. Like what are you talking about? Like what was I even talking
I'm
about?
gonna
How
tell you,
like
Stephanie. I made the YouTube page when I first came to YouTube just so I could chat. That's
exactly,
the only reason. That's like in
exactly,
2012. So then I started playing around with it, thinking that, I might get into this, and then, life was life. And so I was
right,
doing experimental things, and just like I am today. I'm not a content creator. This is a platform that I can just chill with my honey bunnies. We either gonna be vibing, chilling, or both. And if other
right,
shit pops up like it did, so be it, because this space right here is for any and everybody who would like to say whatever they fucking want to. And
yeah,
if any consequences come because of that, we
yeah,
know why. And so everything that y'all been saying that y'all don't do, if you start doing it to folks that's over here, then that proves everything that we've been saying. Now you can look at this as reverse psychology, or you can just look at this as just common fucking sense about patterns and fucking timing. It's up to you how you want to interpret it.
right.
So
I love
anyway,
when you say that. I love when you say that in the chat. Patterns of timing, because that's
yeah.
what it is.
Hey brother, how are you, darling? And happy New Year to everyone. Again, that's like, we still doing that shit. So if you are enjoying a new year, more blessings onto you. Whatever you believe in, hallelujah, happy New Year. Just just do you. Just do you. And if you don't want to do you because you mad at whatever you done, don't come over here fucking with people who trying to do them and you trying to do them with them and they don't want you to do them. Just do you. Shit. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Well, I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have brought up the nastiness because I didn't mean to
Oh, yes, you
hurt the
should,
vibe.
girl. This is fuckery too. No, 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 darling. We No, this is fuckery too. That I don't give
Okay,
up.
cool.
Yeah, this is fuckery too. Like I said, when you up on the platform, I'ma go on mute. This is your shit. It's your shit.
Oh,
This our shit. This our shit. This our house. This our okay. This
okay.
our house.
Yeah, I didn't. I just didn't. I know we were vibing. I don't want to. I don't want to be the one to fuck up the vibe. Because I
You can't
know
fuck up the vibe.
vibing is
You can't fuck
important.
up the vibe. You can't. I'm gonna keep over talking to you. You can't fuck up the vibe. You just changed it, and now we vibe into a different thing. Go ahead.
Speaking of things that are just untrue to the point of ridiculousness. Um, do you keep up with Jaguar Wright at all?
Yes.
Have you? Did you get to see the this story that she's got about me that
Wait.
she told on
No.
82's channel?
No. What the fuck? What? Wait.
um,
What?
oh, yeah, so I was on 82's panel because 82 and I are close and we talk all the time, and I've been a big supporter of his channel for a long time. And 82 and I are talking on the panel about I don't even think we were talking about her. I think we were talking about something adjacent to her because all this stuff is going on and she's trying to put herself right in the middle of it. And she hits the link, and she comes up, and of course, I mean, it starts out with this way it always starts out, like this a racist, then it progresses. Like she is
Shut
claiming
the
this is
fuck
her
up.
story.
First of all, she lying.
Well, I work on it. I try real hard. But she goes into okay. I'm just trying to do my best because it was going so fast and it was so crazy. I've got 6 different troll accounts. She has me on video. She has clips, audio clips of me talking under 3 different troll accounts. Um, she's gonna get the audio matched to me to prove that I'm 3 or 4 different trolls. I'm working with Danny Robinson, and I'm gonna be indicted and arrested this year.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to close my mouth. I apologize. I couldn't quite close it fast enough to respond to that because I'm
Oh,
wondering what what the fuck am I hearing right now? Darn it. It's
oh
hard
no,
to
that
be
wasn't even the
every
best part.
person.
I
Okay, go
forgot the
ahead.
best part. The best part is I'm a CI, okay, but I'm also law enforcement, which I don't know how the CIs become the law enforcement. But I work with San Francisco Police Department. And now law enforcement doesn't want to have anything to do with me anymore because the house has fallen. The house of cards has fallen, and they're on their way out, and so they're going to burn me, and I'm going to get indicted. So I'm either a CI or the police, or I'm both in Jaguar's mind. I guess that could happen. But yeah, yeah.
But
San Francisco of all places, San Francisco.
but
Oh
but I thought you were a lawyer.
no, she's claiming that that somehow is not even one of my troll personalities. Isn't even a lawyer. Like I don't even know. She's just claiming that I'm just that's just not me at all. I don't know if she thinks Stephanie Collins doesn't exist like in real life, or if I'm actually Stephanie Collins and I'm not a lawyer, but I also play with the like as these troll names. I don't. I mean, who knows? With Jaguar, it's a different thing every 2 seconds. So I don't know. But
Oh,
yeah, somehow the San Francisco Police Department is involved, and I'm involved with the San Francisco police. And don't come at me if you're from the Bay, but San Francisco is a beautiful city. But you couldn't pay me. And there's probably a price high enough to get me to live in California, but it's fucking high. I'm not. I don't fuck with Cal. Sorry, I just don't. That's just not my kind of place. Yeah, I'm from the South. I live in the South, and that's how it is. I don't. I'm not anywhere near the Bay Area, nor would I ever really want to be. So, I don't know where San Francisco came into play. I don't know. That's the wildest part of this for me. Is like San Francisco of all places. But
that's a
yeah,
long ass commune though, honey. God damn. That's a long commune, Stephanie.
it fucking is, right? I mean, I guess unless they're putting me on even the plane trip, even the plane ride to San Francisco is fucking long. Shit.
Stephanie, can you entertain for a second? You guys talk amongst yourselves. I gotta go
Sure.
get my charger. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so, Jaguar Wright, that's not the first time she said I'm going to get indicted. She's been saying that for over a year. And I don't know, and I keep asking her when this happens, like, what exactly am I going to get indicted for? And it's something about her, like, she should, this might be her opportunity to find some people that we know who could help her with this effort. It could be like a joint sector effort, bring the sectors together. And they can get me for some kind of cyber harassment or stalking, because that's her thing, is that I'm part of this like coordinated gang cyber stalking effort. And I'm part of a disinformation campaign. But I continue to point out to her that even if all that is true, just for the sake of argument, I'm still not seeing the criminal offense occurring. But still, I'm going to get indicted anytime now, any day now. This has been being said for over a year, but any day now.
Oh, jeez. I guess I gotta get me a new court outfit.
Yeah, will y'all come to my trial? Will y'all come to my trial? Will y'all hold me down? Can y'all put some money on my books? Cause
Absolutely. See, I just
yeah,
told you I'm gonna be down in Texas later on this year. I just told you
well,
that.
I'll
We're
put you on
having
my
this
visitors
trip.
list. I'll put you on my visitors list. You can
Thank you.
come have a visit. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you got shit going on with her, then you got the shit going on, girl. I got your books and everything, and I'm pretty sure you don't know no attorney, so I got you on that too, honey.
Oh boy, it's I think I, I mean I wouldn't choose to go to jail, but being locked up with a whole building full of women with nothing to do but fuck or fight. I mean, I think there's worse things in the
Yeah,
world.
you ain't shit. Absolutely not shit. Absolutely. And reason 314,702, I adores you.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, but that I'm not saying. Please, all these statements are come with a disclaimer that, of course, I don't endorse the prison industrial complex. I don't want anyone to go to jail. But I'm just saying. Like I'm just saying, it sounds better than the church camp I used to go to every summer. That's all I'm saying. If I had to
Oh,
choose.
Stephanie, this is kind of off, but I just gotta ask you this. If maybe somebody can help me with this. There's 10 people in here. What the hell is a cigarette valley girl?
A what?
A cigarette valley girl. Someone said I sound like a cigarette valley girl. So I was like,
Okay.
I sound like a smoking white girl.
I mean,
What?
okay. So, um, that's the only thing I can think of is that it's a Valley Girl is smoking for I guess be a decade or so. But like I guess how would it if you were a Valley Girl and you started smoking in high school? How old would you be now? I guess that would be like a couple decades maybe because Valley Girls were like an '80s thing, and
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean that would be like a couple decades of smoking I guess by a Valley Girl, but you don't sound like a Valley Girl. Whoever see like I don't know if you smoke or not. You don't sound like you smoke to me, but like even the Valley Girl thing in and of itself is not accurate. Like Valley Girls used to be the women in the '80s with like the really big hair that would go like gag me with a
Oh
spoon,
yeah,
right?
I know.
Like
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I understood that. That's what I got. I said, so I'm a smoking white girl because at 80, my husband had walked in. He had just got back from the store, so he was couldn't find something.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I apologize, my love. Yeah. So I didn't quite get that.
I
Although,
don't understand.
and we can go back to what you were saying.
I
And I
know.
can tell this story after.
No, you tell your story.
I met my husband because his number I found out later. I was trying to call my girlfriend, best friend. I told you guys I had two best friends. The one I met in ninth grade. I was calling her, and her number, and I was drunk off my ass too. Her number was similar to his, and so I accidentally called him, and so he had this deep voice and shit. So I just started, hey, how you doing? I apologize, wrong number. And he happened to be on vacation from his job, so he was drinking also. So we just started talking every day for like a week, and then we met, and we've been together since that phone call. 28 years now.
That is really, really
That's
sweet.
crazy. And turns out that my best friend is actually his cousin. This is
That is
crazy.
so cute. That is really sweet.
Yeah, that's how we met, and that is our little story. And I wear our history on my hand because when he proposed to me with the jeweler's receipt. He said it's getting sized, and so he proposed to me on Christmas with the receipt. I thought it was just like what. And then when I actually got the ring, I was like, oh wow, this is lovely because we had been together for 15 years already. And it
Oh,
turns
that's
out that
cute.
he was kind of intoxicated when he bought the ring, and then he got me a promise ring. And
Aw, aw,
so I was
that's
so cute.
sweet.
But then when we actually got married, honey, now I'm not materialistic, and I just think it's a very nice ring. And then for our 20th anniversary, I got a nicer one, and so I wear our history on my hand. So I think he's a lovely gentleman.
Well, and that is what most people want in life. I mean,
And that's what
I
you
think
don't. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm not wealthy. I'm rich.
yeah, yeah. I mean, when you are on when you're in your last days, I mean, and sometimes you don't know you're in your last days, but
Every day
it's
could be
most
your last day, honey.
exactly. But when you're, they I think they've done. there's like a book out where they've like a some kind of journalist or some kind of mental health professional or somebody that talks to people for a living. They did these interviews of people who are you know like basically like they were terminal and they were very like close to the end, and none of them said I wish I had more money, I wish I spent more time working, I wish I had like bought the best car. It was all about like I wish I'd spent more time with my family. That's pretty much like everyone's like biggest thing that they wish they could change was that they had spent more time with their friends, their family, their kids.
And that's the thing. When he retired, because he's older than I am, when he retired, he could have got a substantial bonus. Now we kick ourselves now, but it wasn't my decision. It was his. We could have got. He could have got it. It was his job, not mine. He could have got a substantial bonus if he stayed for 6 more months. And he said, "I'm done. I'm done." And now we
Yeah,
look back and go, that bonus would be in right now. you
right.
know, it could have been a
Yeah.
nice little down payment, but you have to
When
let your spouse or your significant other, anybody, you have to make those kind of decisions on their own.
and sometimes that 6 months ain't worth it.
It ain't.
It's not, and because it might be that it just you never know. And when your gut is telling you to do something, you really got to listen to that gut sometimes because your mind knows you're picking up signals and you may not know what those signals are, but your brain is interpreting something that it's seeing and it's trying to tell you something.
Yeah, it was. He said, I can't do it. Even though it's a long story, and I don't want to give out his profession or anything, because these
Sure.
motherfuckers up here. But anyway,
Yes.
so that's another reason why I say everything looks good on paper, but then when you start distributing the shit that's on paper, you be like, how the fuck? How the fuck?
How did you even come up with that? Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like, god damn. And it's like, and so when Tabitha Brown had said, she was able to return her husband, I'm like, well, shit, that's some good shit there. And then I ain't gonna get into that, but y'all probably knew where I was going, so I'm gonna leave it alone. That ain't my business. But let's go back to, because I love reminiscing, because when we reminisce, you never know what kind of connection you can make. Just like the story I told previously. Here, this young lady has been my friend for all these years, and turns out that her 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 cousin is his cousin. So just crazy shit. And that's 6 degrees of separation, and
Yep.
how I feel like energy finds energy. So how many times in our lives
Absolutely.
have we crossed paths, and then we eventually end up finally finding each other, and we found out at a funeral. That's crazy. We were at the funeral of his auntie, and that's how we found out that they were related and shit. It's crazy. Anyway, death brings us together, and death can damn sure tear us apart.
That's right. That's right. Yeah,
What
I
are your
think.
thoughts
What are my thoughts on what?
on the sector of how you think it kind of split, what the cause of it was? Because
Um,
some folks think that it was their individual actions that caused the whole fall of everything. Other people think one person did it. What are your thoughts?
I did it. I was paid to do
No,
it.
I want
I
to get your
said,
ass up and see. I confront my honey bunny. Stephanie, why you cause all this shit?
that's right. No, I was sitting in a hotel room in Miami. I had the whole floor rented out. The CIA was paying me to do this, and I got on
Okay.
YouTube, and I was just like, "Hey, this is the one. This is the one I'm going to crash." And I reported back, to Washington, and they gave me the go ahead. And it's, y'all were. It was a done deal at that
I
point.
knew the name was familiar because when I got your paperwork, I knew it. I knew it, girl. Keep your
um,
enemies close, darling. Keep your enemies close.
That's right. That's right. That's right. But I finally had to tell my handlers that I was like I like these people, and so they wanted to reassign me, and I was like yeah, I think I actually kind of wanted to stay, and so I had to turn over all my equipment, and I had to retire my my double O sign, and and so I just stuck it out with y'all. I chose y'all over the CIA, so um, the damage is done, but now we're having a grand old time. So
Honey,
yeah, it was
it,
fun,
never be enough. Yeah, it was messing me up. I think when my Avatar came out and y'all start talking about the HR thing, then they start putting two and two together, and I thought I had at least another year, and then I was gonna do my big reveal.
Yeah.
Now,
And I'm sorry, I'm sorry to blow it now. I'm sorry to blow it now, but I think it was, you probably want to I wanted to get out in front of the story, I wanted to tell
yeah,
my own truth
it was
before they
close.
turned
It
on
was
me.
close. Yeah, and I thought by me saying that I wasn't a troll, see again that reverse psychology, it just backfired all up in my face.
I know.
Now
I
you
know.
think I'm, yeah, I was like, damn, because I was getting sick of the honey bunny routine, girl. I was getting
Well,
so sick of it.
our secret's out. Our secret's
I
out.
I guess I gotta keep on pretending that I still love y'all, and I guess I'm gonna have to keep on putting my shit in. Because there's probably a few more people that don't, my cover may not be blown completely, so I think I'm gonna have to keep on acting like this for a little bit longer. I don't know, probably rest of my life by now. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, what actually turned me, it actually got me out of the CIA. After I wrecked the sector pretty good, and so
Hmm.
I was really thinking about retiring anyway, and just coming over here full time. But
Yeah.
what really happened, what really got me was I fell in love with Gloria Murray, and
Oh my.
we were down there in
Mhm.
Miami, kicking it in the hotel, and I had the whole ninth floor rented out, and I had bought her those red bottoms, and we were walking on the beach every day, and it was
So
just one of
that's
those
how
things
we
where I
got
was like,
connected. Hold on. Is that how we got connected to the beef sector when you were down there?
um, yeah, I
I
think
have
it
to go through
was.
my emails because I think you had sent me a heads up on that situation. Okay,
Yep,
go ahead.
yeah, no, that was it. That was it. Yep, yep, yep,
Okay.
yep. Because I sent that guy too.
Okay.
He's working. He was working for me when I was working for them, but I don't know where he's at now with his whole thing. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, so I fell in love with Gloria Murray, and that really put me. It was like that Bond movie, The Spy Who Loved Me. It really just it made me rethink my whole career, and uh, I just had to leave. My heart was really with the sector at that point.
Oh man, girl. And see, by then I was still. I think I was all in the clouds, and I was just like, oh, look at this little affair going on. I think they falling in love.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Mm.
one for the books. She was my girl, and she. I mean, we're still. I'll always love Gloria Murray, so we'll always have a low connection. You know, but she's free. She's free to do as she will. But yeah, it just changed. I mean, it just really yeah, the whole covert operations game. It just really. I felt something real. I was tired of being so fake all the time. I felt something real when I met Gloria in the sector, and I decided, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna be real.
That was so familiar to me too. And then you know what? I felt the same way at times. And then I saw something. I don't know if you saw. You might have. I'm not sure. But somebody was getting doxxed, and then that person was just begging for the other person to go behind the scenes or put behind the scenes something to that effect. It was all kind of mumble jumble. And I'm on some medication, so I wasn't. Hey, Miss T, Curry, how are you, darling? I can't even say it like that. Hey, T. So yeah, and so they were saying you can't dox me, you can't dox me, but then that same person was just like all kind of part of some other shit, and I just thought it was quite peculiar. Did you happen to catch that movie?
Um, I did, yeah. I did. I can't comment on that right now because we got some we're doing some investigation. We might have something going on there. We might be able to
Okay,
report
yeah,
back on that.
yeah, I got that. I got that stuff too. That I was perusing myself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
Well,
probably
and
gonna
we're not
find
even
out
going to
soon.
talk about. We're not going to talk about Mr. A in DC. Mr. A in DC is. I can't say that Mr. A in DC hasn't been quite a friend to the operations community, but yeah, he's not as important as people think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
and you heard it from me, or
Yeah,
maybe
and I
maybe
get
you
that.
didn't hear it from me.
But then
You know,
again, I don't know what you would be talking about because aren't you a CI or something? So what the fuck would you know?
um, I I am a CI, but I'm also a CIA, and I'm also, just a regular police officer at the end of the day. You know,
Oh, okay. So okay, because I mean,
yeah.
well, I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
But this is what you got to do because you got to have at least three or four, right? And so the
Hmm.
CIA doesn't know if I'm really working for them or the PD. The PD doesn't know about any of this, and I'm only a CI when like I'm in like I wouldn't necessarily say like abroad, but like say I go to Canada, like I'm free to be a CI there. So I guess maybe I'm not, CI. Maybe a better uh word for it would be like a double agent. I don't know. You never know. But
I heard about a triple agent. I heard about a
yeah,
triple agent.
yeah, triple agent, triple bypass. It's really all the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I be forgetting who the fuck I'm supposed to be today. So there you go.
Yeah, and
I
that
just
that's
wait.
that
I
that
just
happens
wait for
too.
folks to tell me who I am, and I be like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm the bitch today. Oh, I'm fake today. Oh, no, today I'm weak. Well, what y'all picking emotion? Shit.
Right, 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 right. I mean,
Freaking
I got my law license out of a Cracker Jack box. So that's not real at all. That's just another cover anyway. And also, I don't know if you never heard about this one, but I did pretty good by getting the Stephanie Collins identity together because um, from what from what my handlers told me, Stephanie Collins has been like she's gone on to heaven. She's been in glory for like a decade.
seriously? So you're using the
Yeah,
dead?
I've assumed her identity,
Oh my God, girl. Now
or have
now
I?
I don't want to. I'm very particular about the folk I hang with.
Yeah, yeah. This is and this production was brought to you by Stephanie Collins Theater and with the help of Teresa.
See.
Um, yeah, no, this is. I think it's just it is the things that our sector has been able to come up with about each other is just and I think a lot of it is trolling, maybe malicious trolling and maybe good natured trolling, but the things we've come up to say about each other
That ain't just
are
trolling,
just
honey.
hilarious sometimes. I mean, it's annoying, it's a bitch, but it's also like when you sit back and look at it objectively, like this shit is hilarious.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Until the act happens to you, then the shit ain't so
Right.
funny.
No,
Just like
no, it's,
we saw
yeah,
other shit happen when the shoe was on the other foot. How all
right,
the panic set in and whatnot. Now, when
right,
somebody gives me information, I'm nosy as fuck.
right, right.
So
And
it's now it has become public. I ain't stole shit from nobody. I heard a name and that's it. That's what I heard. I heard a name. I don't know that person.
right,
So
right,
I'll
and
know. I don't know if this
right,
person caused me harm because this person has said some vicious things about me that were absolutely not true. I
right.
wish I knew a lawyer to find out what I could do about that. But oh yeah, I
Well,
got one. Oh
well,
yeah.
I think the jury is out. I might not be a lawyer, but if I am a lawyer, I'm a bad one. Or I'm also might be a covert agent in my law practice as well because it might not be that I'm a bad lawyer. It might be that I'm intentionally hurting my clients.
I heard
Out
you was
of
an abuser too. I heard you was an abuser too because the story
yeah,
that I heard from the person who told the story, I heard it from other people, which confused me because the story I heard from the actual person didn't quite match what I heard from other people. So I wasn't confused at all because I'm gonna go with the person who actually said it. So
yeah,
the other story was amusing and all fucked up in all kinds of levels. But
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
that's
I actually heard somebody talking about how it's very apparent. I've got demons that I'm wrestling with, and it wasn't actually the person that is the typical one throwing around the demon word. It was somebody else, but and were talking about that video. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, don't we all, right? Don't we all have demons? Um, but it's not because of what was in the video. um, but I mean, and I don't mean to discount
Wait, did you
anybody's
bring your hip hop
experiences
on
with the
your show?
sector. I'm sorry.
Oh, oh, sorry. Oh shit. I thought I had went on mute. I was grabbing another packet of that Theraflu shit. My chest is feeling a little tight, and I'm
Oh,
doing too much talking. So when you don't feel well, you want to keep moving and doing things so it doesn't.
yeah.
I've been trying to fight this for so long. And a couple of days ago, it was like winning, and it's trying to win again today. And I'm not gonna let you. I can't. I win all the goddamn time. Shit, regardless of what you may think. As long as I'm winning in my motherfucking eyes. Been doing it since '67.
Hey, you know what? All we do is win. That's what DJ Khaled said. I met him when I was in Miami. He helped me out a
Oh,
little bit.
is he
Yeah.
like really short? Because it seems like all the people that I've met have seemed like really, really short to me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a big guy. I mean, he's a big guy, but he's not big like, tall wise. No.
He seems
He's
like
not
he's
very
about
tall.
5'7".
Yeah, that's about right. I'd say.
Don't you think they all run around 5'7", about 5'8"? A lot of these celebrities with these big voices, they always seem to be like on the kind of shorter side to me. Big
Yeah.
personality.
Lil Wayne is pretty short. Ti is very short.
Mm,
For a guy.
yeah,
I'm trying to think who
Kendrick
else.
is really little too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another big voice. Love me some Kendrick.
Yeah.
And Tyler, oh
Yeah.
God, Tyler just threw down like a motherfucker.
See, and that's what I like about you that I can't say I'm very good at is the newer people. I'm stuck in 2001, honestly. Like,
That's not nothing. My nieces and nephews, honey. Look, it's because of them. I told you when I knew about Eminem because my husband came in and he was singing that line about all you do is run your lips and nothing comes up but a bunch of gibberish. And he came in
hmm,
singing that, and so I'm going, "Who is that? What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh, he's like, "That's Eminem." So I called my youngest sister, the little one that's 14 years younger than me. I was like, "So and so, what the hell is an Eminem?" And I've been loving Eminem, and then her son is the one that turned me on to Kendrick and Tyler when he was a teenager, and all the alternative music and
Okay.
stuff, and the underground music, and he battle raps, and he's a rapper, and so he's an artist. I mean, so that kid, that's the one that I always say, okay, I love you so much, I'll get the fuck out. So
See,
they all keep me up.
actually, I never really liked Eminem anyway. I've never really liked him, but that
Love
was
it, love it.
a big thing in like 2000. What was it? 2000 or 2001 when he was crowned by some it was some magazine or something that crowned him the king of hip hop. Eminem, the king of hip hop,
Hmm.
and I remember sitting in my it was one of my classes taught by Catherine Johns, who's a academic in Black diaspora studies, and I think she what was she teaching? It was either it was some kind of Black literature class, and she said, "Don't let them do this. Don't let them do this to y'all.
Happy
He
New
is
Year,
not the king of
Latricia.
hip hop."
Hey, y'all. I got you, Stephanie. Hey, honey.
Happy New Year, Latricia.
You're
Hi,
welcome.
honey. What's this? This is George. I mean, thank you, honey. Say it again.
Happy New Year.
Thank you,
Happy New Year.
sweetheart. I love you so
And
much.
Chad. Happy New Year, Latricia.
Oh,
Happy New Year,
darling.
Latricia.
Happy New Year.
And
Thank
Chad.
you, sweetheart. Oh, thank you, darling. Y'all know that just made my fucking day. Oh, sorry. That just made my day, darling. Oh, those were my nieces and nephews. I'm sorry, my great nieces and nephews. Give me a moment.
Oh, okay. That's
Look
why I
it
didn't
up.
recognize the voice. I'm sorry. I was like, what's going on? I was confused. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Saturn. Oh,
Hey.
that was my sister, and she has her grandkids, which are my great nieces and nephews, and they were
Oh,
all saying
okay.
Happy New Year.
That's so
Oh,
sweet.
oh. Okay. Oh, see, that's the. I feel so much better. My husband's getting my hot water for my stuff. I got you up here. I got all my little honey bunnies around me. Oh, y'all just don't know. The first day of the new year, Lord. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great way to start the new year.
And hello, all my honey buddies. If you're out there listening, if you catch this on the replay, I adore you and I love you. And if you hating on me, it's okay. It's okay. Because I'm just taking all that hate and spreading it all right here. So it's all good for me. Keep on hating and we're going to keep on loving and vibing.
That's right.
Go
That's
ahead,
right.
darling. Say what you want to
No,
say.
no, I just I'm really glad I've started off the new year. I think this is great. This has really made my day. So thank you for going live, Teresa, honey buddy.
Oh, you're so welcome. Stephanie, again, can you go ahead and take over again, darling? Say whatever you
Yeah.
want to say. I'm gonna go grab my hot water and stuff. He in there
Okay.
doing something. So. All right, thank you, darling.
Cool. I felt like there was something I was gonna say. I can't remember. Um, what was it? Oh, I can't remember now. See, this is what happens when you hit 40. When I turned 40, I felt like no, it wasn't 40. It was 41. When I turned 41, I felt like I'd hit a brick wall. And it just hasn't been the same since. It's like I need reading glasses now. My eyes have always been terrible, but now I need reading glasses. I can't see this my computer screen. It's just I'm I can't run as far as I used to. I can't do as many push-ups as I used to. I'm getting short of breath, all that stuff. I can't remember people's names. I can't remember things that I've known all my life. I go into rooms. I can't remember why I went into that room. Ugh, it's not. Oh well, but it's getting old is quite a journey. I would say. Oh, what am I swinging on Jackie again? Well, Divine, did you see the video that was it Ratchet TV or something that made a video that said because I said that um that Jag was showing all the classic signs of deception, that was police talk, and so that is even further evidence that I'm working with the San Francisco Police Department. So I guess like whenever she hits the link again over at AT2, I guess really the thing with Jaguar that I really need her to understand at is I'm really busy with my troll farm. I am really, really busy with my troll farm. We are, my Jill Scott is famous, and you aren't troll farm is doing very, very well. Um, we have a new seed we bought from another troll farm that we're going to be planting this fall or this spring. Actually, we're getting the fields ready to plant this spring. We got a new seed variation. We're hoping that this year down at the Jill Scott is famous and you aren't troll farm. We're gonna have a bumper crop of trolls. Trolls as high as an elephant's eye. And and so I need her to understand that I can't always be on YouTube fighting with her because I mean the fields are fallow right now. It's winter, but we're still got work to do because we got the minute the last freeze hits, the next day we're gonna be out there, tilling the fields and getting ready to put down that seed. So I can't always be on here fighting with Jag.
Okay, Stephanie, I need you and DC to get together and give us a story off top because he's doing it in the chat. So I would like you two to come on up here and give us a nice little story of things that we did not know and the things we didn't know we needed to know.
Who is this?
You and DC.
Oh, is DC in the chat?
Not yet, honey, but he's gonna
Okay.
hear this, so I'm gonna plant this seed. I'm gonna need you and him to formulate a nice little story off top, just like you just did, and just like we just did. Hello, me. How are you, honey? I'm so glad you came in. Thank you. Love to legend, the motherfucking legend, and to my nephew. Okay,
Oh.
Stephanie, you just make me so happy. You all do. You make me so happy. I'm taking in deep breaths. I'm waiting for that shit to cool down a little bit, and I really want. I should have took the nighttime one. Shit, but I'm too nosy. I don't want to go to sleep this early.
Oh, Joe, you said the polar vortex is coming. Is it gonna freeze, Joe? And you're a little bit farther north than me, so I don't know if it's gonna come all the way down here. But
It, we've had the mildest winter. What about y'all? I mean, we
yeah,
we had No, really. We just had really, really like freezing. I mean, I had to call AAA like 4 times, twice in one day. That's how
Oof.
cold it got.
Yeah, we had I mean, when I was in Arkansas, we're up in the mountains, or not. Well, not
Mm.
mountains by like southern standards, right? The Ozark Mountains, they're really mostly hills, but we're high up there, and we usually have a white Christmas. Like half the time, we have a white Christmas, and it was 55 degrees on Christmas Day. So yeah, the
Like it's
weather's been wild.
yeah, it's super nice. And then on one of the videos I had posted, they were saying something like this is supposed to be from now on. Our winters are gonna keep getting milder because of what's going on. Oh man, it's like reset. That's all I keep seeing. Everything that I'm seeing, everything that I'm reading, reset, reset, reset.
Right.
And it's going on even again in our section, just like we were saying last time. We talk to each other two to at least twice a day. Some of us
Mm-hmm.
at least twice a day.
That's
Every
right.
day, and again, from 2 to 10 years, we've been talking to each other. We have been seeing highs and lows, ups and downs. We have celebrated life. We have celebrated. We have mourned death.
Yep.
So I'm tired of people saying that shit. Ain't no friends on YouTube. No, you don't have any friends on YouTube. And
Right.
friends, again, is another word that we use a lot. Loyalty, friendship, and all that. What we're saying is the friendship that we develop through YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us, it goes into our personal life. We're friends off YouTube, but we
Yeah.
protect that. We protect that. And then so when we're together like this, we're so much more friendlier with each other because some of us do speak offline. But
Yeah.
we it ain't y'all business because we see what happens when you find out somebody speaks offline.
Yeah, and I think it's let's not fool ourselves. When you say like, y'all, there's this huge difference between YouTube and quote unquote real life, right? Like y'all don't have any friends in real life. Like you only have friends in real life. There's no friends on YouTube. Y'all need to know like, whatever, whatever. Have friends in quote unquote real life. Y'all don't know. When people say like y'all don't know these people on YouTube, at the end of the day, there's only a certain extent that you can know anybody, right? I mean, there's really no difference between knowing someone off YouTube and like then saying like, oh, you know him so much better if you know him in real life, quote unquote, because you don't spend 24 hours a day with any of your friends, and so
Mm-mm.
like you can you may there people keep secrets even from people they know in real life, right? And
Spouses spouses
yeah, and
don't
what
even
about those
tell each
women
other
who are married to men and they wake up and it's like the man has been doing crazy things that they had no idea, and
exactly.
you don't know everything about everybody, even if you met them in quote unquote real life. So I don't know if there's this distinction is really all that real.
I think you can tell. I don't. This is again my fucking opinion. The way you acted on YouTube, I don't want to know what you're doing in your real life because if you are doing this to people you don't know, what are you doing to the people you do know?
Right,
You are
right,
getting this hurt by what somebody said because think about it. You did this or you said this, now I have to destroy your life.
right,
I don't give a fuck that you ain't going to be able to feed your kids. I don't give a fuck that you're going to have to get the system into your life. I don't give a fuck because you said something that I perceived as so detrimental to my life that I got to fuck you up like this.
right, right,
That don't make sense to me.
right,
When you could easily just say, God damn, that was really fucked up. I'm not fucking with that shit anymore. I'm going to go over here because it's fun over here.
right,
But no, I'm gonna sit here and keep listening to it every day, getting mad, getting even more mad. Now I'm pissed off. Now I must destroy you until you have nothing. Honey, I
right,
can't live like that. Ain't nobody touching me that deep that I gotta get revenge on your ass like that. And if you sticking around, I'm putting the blame on you because you are letting that take you there. You letting that person fuck your head up so bad that you said I'm eating, sleeping, and drinking it.
right, right.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, and I think that the even the law recognizes, right, that there's a certain extent to which you can't be participating or you can't be how's the
Responding
this is
shit.
a right and like there's a oh, there's a concept in civil litigation called mitigating your damages, which is like,
I was gonna bring that up.
you can't keep even not encouraging. You can't keep submitting yourself to someone's actions and then continue and then ask for damages for those actions if like you had an escape route, right? And it's not the same in like it's not standard across the board, but like um basically like if you could stop like if you could do something to protect yourself and you didn't do it, you don't get to necessarily ask for damages for that because it's essentially like it's a way to keep people from like basically mm, maliciously racking up damages, right? Like if you know your doctor is unethical and you know that like his surgeries like he's already botched you in one surgery, like you don't go back to that doctor if you already knew that,
You.
you don't keep submitting yourself to like the thing that's hurting you. And so
That's
I don't know why like we would if someone is so insane like if it's really ruining their life and like all this damage has been done, I don't know what is I go play in another playground.
That's all. That's the thing. And again, on my wall is my expression. I'm not gonna be doing a lot of talking to motherfuckers that I didn't already tried to explain shit to, and then I'm sitting right there, and then you still gonna tell me what the fuck I didn't say. I'm not doing that shit. That's just not how I do it. I'm not doing the shit. So again, if you can use a little common sense, just a little bit, you
Right.
can probably figure shit out by now. This has been going on for a little bit. Go to my community wall. I'm just looking for folks to chill and vibe with, to get some information I may not know, to confirm some questions I may have to ask. That's all we over here doing. And if we grow, because that means that somebody is digging what we doing. That's
Right.
all. But we not
Right.
looking for that. We not looking for cash apps. We not looking for cloud. And I'm gonna say this motherfucking shit right here, right now. I am the cloud. And the reason I'm saying I am the cloud is because I'm not paying no motherfucking attention to you. But yet my name is coming up. You're speaking about me when I'm not paying you no motherfucking mind. So there is no clout that I need. I have everything in my real life that I need. And if I don't need it and I just want it, I'm going to try to get it by with the will of God or whatever I believe in. That's just how I'm doing me.
Yeah.
And if that bothers you so much, look why it bothers you. Find out why it's bothering you. Why you think I'm fake. Find out why it's bothering you because when you say I'm fake, I laugh because
Right.
that's your opinion. But the folk over here that don't think I'm fake, I'm gonna spend time with them. That's it.
Right. I mean, I think that's a interesting because fake would make you think there's actually like a objective standard by which they could measure whether or not you're fake.
And that's
So
what I'm not getting.
right. Like, where are you fake at? You're the same way across the board. So, what are they alleging? That you're in some other corner of YouTube acting completely different? Or that they don't think you act like this in real life? Or, like, what is the contrary thing that they are saying that you're doing that would make what you're doing to us fake? Like, I don't understand. You seem to be the same to me everywhere you go.
That's what I thought in real life and not. And again, I don't want to make this about me, but I don't really, express myself verbally. And so
Right,
these are some of the questions that I be having, and that's probably why I wanted to go live because I got shit going on, and when shit is bothering me, I want to ask. But then some things I don't need the answer to because I know them, but I want to hear others' opinion if I'm on the right track or if it's just
right.
me in my own. What did somebody say it was my uh, delusions of grandeur and all this other shit? And I'm going, wait a minute, now that don't sound like me.
And, and that's, I didn't,
Okay,
when I
Joe,
said things are,
we'll
oh,
do.
sorry.
I'm sorry, Joe said, please forward all cash apps to me. And since I just read that, that's cool too. If you want to send me a cash app, honey, I'm not turning down nothing because you can send me $1, you can send me $2. But then as soon as somebody else, or as soon as I find, if I got $1 and somebody give me $1, I got $2. I'm happy. I'm happy. because that just means I can pay it forward to somebody else. That puts me in a
Right.
better position to help somebody else. So if you want to send me cash app, please do. Mo 1935, beautiful. You can put it. One of my mods can put my cash app in the chat. And if you want to bless any of my mods or anybody in my chat, put your cash app in there. I don't give a damn. Hell, if you feeling generous and you want to share some of yours just to say, hey, I dig you, and all of us can use a little help every now and again. Because when you get something unexpected, thank you, thank
What was
you.
it, Teresa? I'll put it in there right now.
Oh, Mo 1935.
Spell it for me.
D7, she got the self destruction notifications. Me said, hey, D7, every time I wake up and there's a notification for you, it self destructs. See, that's what I love. I love how witty all of us are. You know, hell, I'm
Yeah,
witty too. Shit. If I can't
you
love on
are.
me, who the fuck can? Shit.
And D7, I saw that post you made that had the gif of the man falling down. The cut
Oh,
and
I'm
paste
about to
what I
check
saw
it out.
you. I see you. I see you, D7. I see you. I
I see
see
all
you.
y'all, and if I haven't commented on your post or anything that you share, it's not because I didn't care. I seen it, probably laughed my ass off or felt touched, inspired, or whatever. But I was probably in the middle of doing something. You know, my nosy ass always got some device near me, so I can comment, look up something or whatever while I'm going about my daily. But today I'm sitting my ass right the fuck down. Go ahead, honey. And Stephanie,
um,
I really do. I'm sorry, honey, but I did tell you this before that I knew who you were and everything, and I just you didn't speak, I didn't speak, but I knew who you was. And then that one day you and Ray were going at it, and y'all was so fucking funny. You was talking about this young lady you had, and you didn't want to wake her up, and I think that's when I fell in love with you. I already knew I liked you, but then, and I just told you, I was like, Stephanie, honey, I adore you. You are funny as fuck. Yes. So I have to let you know, yes,
well, thank
you
you.
definitely was a honey bunny before you knew you was a honey bunny.
Yeah, that girl. I swear, I'm telling you, something happened to me when I turned 41, and I gotta let these girls need to sleep because if they wake up, and then I gotta go back in there, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I can't do it like I used
That
to.
shit was so fucking funny. I think I gave you your first drink after that story. I was like, yeah, I don't drink, honey. I don't drink. I've been sober shit now 15, 17 years. I stopped counting because it's been,
Yeah, I did.
it's
I
been
stopped
old.
counting too. Exactly.
I stopped
Yep.
counting. I've been sober a long goddamn time.
Yep.
Um, and I said, I'm taking her ass out to get a goddamn margarita. We getting a margarita.
Woo! Yep.
It's a lot of you
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen that I'm taking out for a margarita and a shot. Shit. All eyes on me, for real. I ain't got no black card, but goddamn it, I know how I can save.
Hey. Um. Uh. What's I gonna say? Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say that yeah, when I said earlier that the shit is hilarious, it's like it's hilarious from an absurdist perspective, and also just like objectively, like if it wasn't about you, if you're just watching this like from outer space, right? You'd be like, damn, this is so crazy. It doesn't make any sense that it's so absurd. All you could do is laugh, right? Because at this point, it's just absurd as comedy because it doesn't make any sense. Like them saying that you're delusions of grandeur, or that you were on here trying to make money and you failed and now you're mad. Like, where is this coming from? I don't even uh, because most like to be funny, right? To be like actually funny, not absurd, but actually funny. Like the joke needs to have like some kind of truth in it, right? Like
Every joke has
something that
truth,
is
darling. We know that. I'm
that'll
sorry.
make it land. And it's like at
We
this point, like if you're trying to be funny, it's not funny. If you're trying to be truthful, it's not. So at this point, I think like you're just trying to make us all laugh by being like as nonsensical and ridiculous as you possibly can. I mean, that's just it. Like, it is none of this shit even makes sense anymore.
honey, I don't know. I mean, when I say I don't know, I know exactly what the fuck is going on, but it's to the point where I ain't got no words.
Yeah, exactly. You know words.
Yeah, but that's why I be shrugging. I be seeing shit. I be like, hey, look, it ain't me, but y'all need to
My
see this shit. If I seen this shit, y'all gonna see this shit. Fuck that. If I see it, somebody else gotta see this shit.
Right. No, and that's the thing is I think like I think there is a something to be said for like leaving them alone and not talking about them and ignoring them and everything. But at the same time, like it makes you feel better to know that you're not the only one that sees this shit, right? It makes it lifts your spirits to know that like you're not the only one who's seeing this crazy ass shit.
I had to put that up there since I'm still doing my learning shit. There you go, darling.
It's funny.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
what can I do? What can I do for you today that would make your day? Hmm? Stephanie, I think we lost you, darling. She's probably reconnecting or whatever. But whatever she says, I'm going to send her a cash app to make it happen, and as long as it's under $20. So Stephanie, if you need to come back in or whatever, that's cool. Oh, she's on mute, so she might have had a call or something. So we gonna let her do what she needs to do. I need to. I need you to be at my first stream of 2025. Beautiful, there's a surprise for you. Oh, that's so sweet, honey. And you guys, please put your links in the chat. Anybody's link that you enjoy, any other content creator, please let's show support and put any links in there whenever y'all feel like it. If y'all saw somebody that y'all think is cool, and they share their links or they like their link being shared out, please feel free to do that. Go ahead. Support for everyone. I don't know what today is gonna be doing. I think I wish no, I don't wish it, but I kind of am a little sad that I didn't take the nighttime one because I really just want to go to sleep. To be honest with you, you know how you just it's the achiness is kind of setting in and ugh. But I keep on trying to move, honey. I be trying to. I don't like these fucked up feelings at all. That's why I be like, that ain't for me. Oh, excuse me if you can hear me sipping on this. I apologize. So, what's in store for the new year? Probably the same old shit as last year. Probably a little bit. I don't think folk gonna learn. No, still think that what they doing is right. So it's gonna continue to be separations and shit like that. But I don't really much care to be honest with you. Oh, thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know why y'all be sharing it though. You know I be trying to stay low key. I be trying to stay low key like a motherfucker on a public platform. I just want folk over here that want to join be fucking around with all that other bullshit. Now fuckery is definitely here because fuckery needs to be. My sound just changed because my earbuds is dying. Can y'all still hear me? I hope so. If not, I'm about ready to go anyway because I'm feeling a little pain. Oh, yes. Really making me go from this. You know, something else, just kind of just popped in my head, I gotta look at you. You want to take x-rays and then you want me to come back. You want to tell me you're going to take your x-rays, then you want me to come back to take the x-rays when you've been in my mouth all these years and then you see, I got to get a new dentist. It's just so many little different things that just, that I don't understand that just don't make no fucking sense to me. Shit. And I'm sick of everything being so goddamn expensive. I'm at that age now where I'll be like, I remember when shit was this much. The first time I did that shit, I was like, oh Lord. Oh, I got another story. One of my first jobs in high school was I worked at Target as a cashier, and this little girl came in because it don't matter her race because it don't, but we can probably figure that shit out. But anyway, little girl came in and the mom, she looked so stressed. But remember, I'm a high school student, So, I don't really know nothing about, parenting and shit like that. So little girl is just like the brattiest little brat I've ever seen, and you could tell her little ass was spoiled as fuck. And the mama was distressed to all stressivity. And the little girl just screaming, and the mom is trying to get the stuff on. I'm trying to help her. I got a lot of, back then you had to know the codes to type them, actually put them into the cash register anyway. So I had a lot of codes memorized and shit. So I'm like doing my little thing, and I'm watching this girl have this tantrum. The mom looking stressed out, and the little girl was like, I don't give a damn. I want it. And I was going, God damn, you little motherfucker. I'm thinking all these little thoughts of how spoiled this child is and the stressed out mama. And I don't know if that was the day I decided I wasn't gonna have children. Anyway, that was the reason I just told that story. So anyway, like it or love it, that's a story. Did it happen? Yes. Did I actually think that? Not really. But hell, I didn't have shit else to say, so I said it. Hell yeah, I love the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Dollar General. I love all them things because I like crafting too. So I can find a lot of things, and I got a pretty good imagination. So I like doing stuff, and I like repurposing shit. I do that a lot. I repurpose a lot of stuff, and I'm still debating on whether or not I want to put this website in. I don't think I will because I just don't. I don't trust certain folk, and I'm telling you. And now again, this is not a threat, but I take my family very very serious, and you folks like to take shit offline, and I don't prefer prison time, but some shit, because I ain't got no kids. I'm an auntie. I'm a great auntie. I'm a sister. I'm a stepmother. I'm a wife. But I'm also a very, very, very strong person, and I believe what I believe. And sometimes you just got to throw shit away while not throwing it away. My location may change, but I can adapt any motherfucking way. And I don't like to put other people in my shit because I trust me. I don't trust all them other motherfuckers. This motherfucker sitting in jail because motherfuckers couldn't keep their mouth shut. So I trust me. So I don't like to put myself in situations where I gotta visit friends that I didn't put at bay. I don't like to do I don't like to do shit. So I just like to, keep everything just vibing, chilling. But just believe folk when they tell you. Some of us may not be in situations we in now. We just listen to somebody who might just have a little bit more common sense than you. Now I don't say I know every goddamn thing, but I know enough that I ain't got myself in some situations. So, let's just go that route. I know enough to keep me safe. And sometimes I fuck up too, and I didn't have to figure out how the fuck to get out that situation. And you see, you sitting here talking to me right now, so I didn't figure some shit out, and not to get caught up in that shit again. So that's just my feelings about shit. You can take it how you want to, but not everybody play the same. Just remember that I'm not no tougher than anybody out here, but I'm not as weak as you might think. I just don't like to do a lot of talking about shit. Folk talk too goddamn much for me and think it's cute. And all that shit about whose hair look better and who got the better vagina and folk want to fuck other folk husbands. I don't give a fuck about that as long as you ain't fucking my husband. Shit. And if he ever decides to fuck somebody else, then I gotta figure out what the fuck I did to make him want to go outside to fuck somebody else. So I make sure I try to keep my own shit tight and neat. So he don't want to go find something else because he got everything he need right here. And so far, so good. 28 years later, he's still doing exactly what he needs to do to make sure I don't need anybody else. So we good over here. So don't disrespect mine. Hey, Clark, how are you, darling? I'm glad you made it. You love that blue. Well, we all know I had said it. I said why I got everybody in blue because I figure once the folks that need to be over here for whatever reason they need to be here, they gonna be here. And so I'm gonna need folks that I love and trust to moderate shit for me because I trust your decision. And Clark, as soon as I can figure out how to make you a moderator, I would love to show my appreciation and my gratitude for you too, darling. I don't know why you. I did this star, so I'm trying to make you a moderator. So you just got a star. So gold star for you, like my sister said. She be cracking me up. She's the baby. She'll do something. My mama do something, and my little sister be like gold star for her name. Uh, I just love my family on and off YouTube. I say that a lot because I mean I figure like this. You never know when somebody just needs that hug or that smile or that encouragement. And what you do, you come up here saying some old fucked up shit. And you just broke that it wasn't even about what you said. It's all the shit the person been going through and here your ass come. Throwing salt all on they shit. And now yeah, you know I'm talking to you. Shit. Folk over trying to just enjoy their little joy and here your ass come want to sprinkle bullshit. Got folk thinking all kind of fucked up shit because this what you supposed to do. I wish, oh honey, I don't know how y'all dating. I don't know how the hell y'all dating. I'm hearing these young ladies say you got to take me out on a $500 dinner date on the first day and then pay for my kids' meals and get my nails done and my hair done and all this shit for the first date. Girl, that's why you on YouTube talking about what you supposed to do to get on that first date. Ooh, we couldn't be me, honey. I'm gonna be asking. I figure like this: if I'm asking you to go out with me, honey, I'm gonna pay. It's that simple to me. I see you look nice. I'm gonna buy you a drink. I want to talk to you. Why am I waiting on you? Shit, I'm messing it up for somebody else. I might not be your cup of tea, but I'm gonna find the one that is simply by saying hello. And if I'm not for you, enjoy your drink. You using gift cards on the date? Oh shit! Back in the day, I had a roommate. It was me and my ex and him and his girl. We all lived together. And oh my god, that's why his ass got cheated on. She ended up moving out. But anyway, if you listen and if you ever hear this, darling, you know it ain't nothing but love. You know to this day I still love you. But a friend of mine was like, he was going to take this girl out and he had some coupons for the Godfather's pizza chain. And he said, hell no, I ain't paying for this shit. I got some coupons. It's buy one, get one free. I was like, so and so, you ain't for real, are you? He was like, hell yeah. And I thought that was the funniest shit. I was like, damn, honey. But she was cheating on him anyway, so he was taking somebody else out. They was cheating on each other. It was so stupid. Every time they brought somebody back, I just went in my room. I was like, I ain't, y'all. You wonder why your relationship ain't working. Ain't my business. Exactly. That's why they manless. I'll be like, what the fuck? And I'm not saying, hey, when Carrie says she's celibate, I believe her. When Carrie says she's celibate by choice, I believe her. Why is that so hard? There are so many young ladies now that are saying that they're just not. They and not only young ladies, young men also are saying they just tired of the games. They'd rather be by themselves, work on themselves, get therapy, you know, touch grass, whatever you want to put. They're doing that now, so then they're prepared for that other person because they love themselves enough that they can give that love to somebody else. Shit. How the fuck you loving on somebody and you telling me you love me while you next to this other nigga? I be watching them things and I be like, these motherfuckers is bold as shit. You laying next to another nigga, talking to your nigga, ordering food for two people, and he going, why you need all this food? What? Okay, you like it, I love it. You gonna learn one way or another. Hurt feelings cause hurt feelings. So shit. If you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you, and then we got a cycle of toxic relationships, and you wonder why shit's fucked up. Hey, as long as we can get wings and a little drink on that card, I'm good. Oh, brother and Devon, they getting ready to go out. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Slander. Now Devon, don't be saying shit when Slander say something. Now you over here doing this shit. Now I can't. I don't put no cape on again. It's two sides, three sides, your side, they side, and the truth. And I tend to like to stick with that truth part. That way I ain't got to remember any lie I told. And stop again for the hundredth millionth. Stop lying about shit that can be verified. That's it. If you gonna lie, at least make it not verifiable. I'm like, God damn, you can't even lie right. Shit, I'm sure it's a YouTube video on how to lie properly. Shit, you can find a video on every goddamn thing else. You can find motherfuckers jobs and shit. Shit, find out how to lie. How to convince me. Shit, not just me. Hell, I'm sure a lot of people don't believe a lot of shit that's been said. But hey, those who believe will keep believing. That, see me? That there you go because I'm eating for two. No, see, nope, see, you can't, nope, not for me. I'm gonna question you. Why you need two plates? You ain't there every time we go out. You'll never be asking for two anything. You barely be eating that little raggedy salad you get. Now you want two beef burgers? No, that's suspicious. That is suspicious. That's not a pattern of yours. That timing is off. I'm gonna listen to everything. Shit. I'm so glad they got. Well, I didn't have to worry about it, but I had an ex, honey. Shit, if some shit happened to me, that was this perfect opportunity to cheat. Shit, I'm in the hospital. That nigga's like, "Oh, baby, I love you," and call Sheila or Shirley at 10:15. No, no, that's why I didn't marry you, honey. So if you listening, those are some of the reasons I didn't marry you. No, you don't act right. So he know what he got now. So he hanging on to it just like I am. Shit. Folks be kind of, and plus I ain't starting over shit. I didn't change too much to be fucking with somebody else. Hell, we good. We didn't came so far. I was the type of female I couldn't even shit in front of you. I remember one weekend when I first met him, it was like, when I first was gonna stay over there, I wanted to go home, but we was having such a good time. It was just lingering. Next thing you know, it's Saturday. I'm like, I'm good. I ain't gotta poop. But then he was like, I want you to keep staying, and I wanted to stay, but I had to shit. And I was not gonna shit in front of this man I just met. I know it's a natural thing. I understand that. But honey, you got to understand the type of female that I was back in the day. I was the type of female that I had in my purse. I had extra drawers. I had my toothbrush. I had condoms. Because I figured like this. I'm not waiting for you to tell me shit. If we gonna do this and you tell me some old bullshit about I don't use them, well, we gonna just be sitting here looking at each other because I do. I don't know you like this. I just want to fuck you. I don't want no relationship. I just want I just want to get this handled. So I got you. Still don't want to use them. It was nice. Nah, we gonna play Scrabble, Spades, or something because we not fucking. Okay, so anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Shit, never mind. Can somebody remind me what my whole story was at the beginning? I told y'all I'd be like, just shit, just be coming out. What was the original story? See, again, we have headphones for the TV and sleep masks in earplugs because I have a tendency to start telling you shit and then I will go, someone will remind me and I'll just go off. And after 28 years of my mouth, his headphones saved our marriage. It did. People think it's for the volume in the TV. No, he just be shutting me out. That's all. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I understand because I tend to be wordy about nothing. And I still don't even remember the original story that I was about to tell y'all because I started talking about some other shit. Told you I didn't feel good. Anyway, let's see what's going on over here. Okay, me not the taste testers. I like to keep the illusion. Oh, man, they don't. Oh, you like to keep up the illusion that we don't poop. Well, oh, that's right. It was the poop story. Okay, so here it is. It's Saturday, and I'm like, I wanna go because I gotta poop, and then Sunday come, and then it's just like, okay, I'm gonna stay. But then by Sunday, y'all, it's just like, look, I really, really want to stay, but I got to go. I really gotta go. So, y'all, if you have ever been constipated and oh Lord, just the even thought of it, I'm like reliving the pain again. Oh boy. I'm not gonna go into details. Let's just say that white knuckling is very true. Because I held on to that sink in that wall for dear life. Because I could not believe that something that big had to come out such a small hole. I didn't think it was humanly possible. I think that's another reason Reason probably 358 that I wouldn't have a child because I couldn't even fathom something, coming out of a tiny hole. I see certain shit just kind of fucked my head up when I was young. So so I just yeah, that was really really bad. But now it's like could you move your head out the way while I'm shitting? So there you go. That's how far we've come. I don't know. Yeah, and we still date. We still date whether it's and we still take staycations. Well, we kind of left those hotels alone for a little while because we had to stay in a hotel for a couple of months. So uh, that was another story that I didn't share with you guys, but I'm not gonna get into that either. We're in a really good place, but we've been through a lot though. We fires and whew, so much. But just like in Living Color, we still together. We ain't trying to kill each other like they asses though. Shit, we ain't trying to do that shit. We actually like each other and we happen to still be in love. Cause he keeps me laughing. I already told y'all how I tried to play a joke on his ass and I had to clean all that piss up. Fuck that. So I'm very, very choosy about playing with that man. But I like that he matched my energy in all aspects of life. I mean, we still be doing stuff like how you used to do up in the car. Now okay, maybe that's a little too far, but we still do shit, like to keep our love alive. But there will be times I'm gonna tell y'all, it will be times where you be like, I no, I don't want to. No, I don't even know why I'm still doing you anyway. I mean, shit. I ain't even in the mood. Shit, why? Why? And then if you a morning sector and the other person is a night sector, and then you gotta compromise, you be like, no. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna share this with you. Everybody know this already because it's been so many years ago that he said it, but this is his mentality when we were first getting together and why he's a keeper. I told him I had a headache. He told me he wasn't fucking my head. So there you go. It's that kind of love. Now that was funny to me. I don't know if anybody else thought it was funny, but it was funny to me. I don't see think y'all just paying attention to y'all and I'm just up here rambling. You I had to do gastroenteritis, something like that. Yeah, because I wouldn't. I wouldn't like fart around people. That's why they probably think we don't fart or shit because we be trying to hold that shit around y'all asses. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now I had to call my own mother for this shit, and I'm just gonna be quite open with you because this is part of life. I didn't know we go gray down there. I did not know that because none of the women in my family discuss shit like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all because it confused me. So I called my mother and I was like, what's going on with this? So that's some shit you got to look forward to. And some of y'all might lose it all if you ain't shaving it because some folks, shave down there so much it don't never grow back. And I just don't understand that bald look. It's too prepubescent for me. Some things need hair. I don't care if it's a landing strip or a cute little heart, but something got to say I've been through puberty. That's just my thoughts. If you don't want to have hair on your arms and your legs and all that, that's your business. But me personally, I feel that vaginas should have some evidence that it's been through puberty. Yeah, YouTube uploaded not only hello darling, but you absolutely right. You got to let the shit go. Not only figuratively, but literally. Let it go. Shit. Let that shit out. And I ain't saying just be sitting around farting all willy nilly and shit. Have some goddamn manners. Shit. But, hey, to each his own. We all have our little things that the other doesn't like, but we keep doing it because when you miss it, you be missing that little shit that get on your nerves when you ain't around them. When I had to leave home for a little while for doing the shit that I need to do, I mean, I would just, even though I talk to him every day, I was missing him physically. So the shit that would annoy me, I'd be like, if I could just hear him burp extra loud, oh, I'd be so happy. So that's why I don't take nothing for granted. It's little shit that make me smile. Hell, You can take me to Taco Bell for a date. I don't give a fuck. It's your company that I want. It ain't necessarily the food. Yeah, I used to do that cute shit too when I was riding the bus back in the day. You know, when you young, you know, you gotta catch the bus. You know, I was one of those females that I was gonna be fashionably cute because my grandmother had bought me like this really nice wool trench coat, and my favorite color is purple, so I had the purple knit gloves with the little knit hat and the purple scarf with it. Standing on that bus stop, just looking cute till it got too cold one day, and them cute purple gloves and scarf and shit was too thin. So I broke out them bulky ski gloves, them earmuffs and that hat with the little ball on it. It wasn't as cute as the other little ensemble, but goddamn it was my ass warm, and that's all that matters. I'm at that age too where these shoes are super cute, but if my feet gonna be hurting, I got my we gonna get pregnant tonight shoes, and that's when the venue is a short distance, and I'm gonna be sitting. I'm not dancing that night. Those are my sit down. I'm cute shoes. But then if I know I'm be dancing, then you need a wedge or a nice sturdy heel. You're not gonna catch me in no skinny heel trying to dance. But shit, my feet ain't gonna be hurting, honey. Mm-mm. I'm not doing that shit. Oh, so medicine made you have diarrhea or something? Mm. I take iron pills. That shit will fucking constipate you. So I got right next to him. I got a nice little bottle of stool softeners. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this shit. Probably because I'm sleepy as fuck. I don't feel well, and I'm just rambling. Oh shit! I've been on here for 2 hours. Well, look at that. Just talking shit, and folks said that I couldn't carry yourself for an hour. The things folks think they know. I ain't trying to carry no show, honey. I'm just sitting up here trying to chill and vibe with my honey bunny. Yeah. And again, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful celebration with your family. I had a beautiful view of the fireworks that went off last night. So we was out there and had a little wine toast, and we said what we needed to say to each other, and then we went about our business because again, we not doing all that traditional shit. I mean, that's kind of traditional, but we put our little spin on it. So, but it was a beautiful show. Oh, I'm getting tired again. So nobody else is gonna come up. You guys have been chit chatting and chat, loving on each other, and that's all that I ask. Just keep loving on each other. Maybe one day, just one day, whether I'm here or not, but I know spiritually I'm gonna be in whoever I touch heart. So whether I'm here or not, you got a little piece of me, and I hope you cherish it as I cherish the little piece that you gave me. So when I go back and think about these little times, I get a smile on my face. So thank you for that. But I'm gonna go and get my ass on out of here. Remember, I adore you and I love you. See ya.